Hi all and welcome to my channel where everything revolves around being filmy. Today I bring to you a special release from Netflix. So let's get started. Today I will be reviewing Haseen Dillruba, which is a mystery thriller, and it stars Taapsee Pannu, Vikrant Massey, Harshvardhan Rane and Aditya Srivastava in very important roles. The movie starts by showing us the murder of Rishu, played by Vikrant Massey, and the prime suspect of this killing is his wife Rani, played by Taapsee Pannu. And the investigating officer is Aditya Srivastava, where if you remember him from CID, he was ACP, there was the ACP Abhijit from CID. While narrating the incidents, she tells us the entire story of the film actually is about her narrating everything to the inspector and trying to prove herself innocent of this murder. What happened in the past was that Rishu was a very docile, very simple boy who was set to marry someone. So, he would keep meeting women for arranged marriages. And Taapsee Pannu Rani was a beautician and she was a very outgoing girl. And in terms of, they're showing a small town of Jwalapur, which is a fictitious town. And over there, obviously, girls who have a voice of their own, who don't like doing a lot of housework, are looked upon a certain way, like a very bold, very not sanskari. So these two poles apart, people get married, and the entire movie shows their ups and downs in terms of a new relationship, of trying to meet each other's demands, meet each other's needs, not able to fulfill them and eventually fulfilling them, and so on and so forth. Harshvardhan Rane in this film will be playing Rishu's cousin, and his name is Neil, and how Taapsee Pannu, being the bhabi, is quite attracted towards Neil, and how that takes a different turn completely is what this film is all about. Now, let's come to the good parts of the film. Definitely, this was a very new story. It was something different. It was something interesting, and I genuinely liked it. The good parts, at least first half of the film, was also very hilarious because being a North Indian, like I am a North Indian myself, so the kind of no-choke or the kind of tantrums the girl throws, or the kind of fights you see between the mother-in-law and the daughter-in-law are actually very hilarious, as well as the relationship between the husband and wife and the kind of banter they have with each other is quite funny. Now, as I mentioned, that it's a very interesting and new story, so it is good for that, and the director of this film is Vinil Matthew, and this has been produced by Anand L. Rai. Speaking of the actors, all the actors played amazing roles. Taapsee Pannu has always established herself as an actor first and a star next, or probably not even that, but at least she's an amazing actor. Vikrant Massey had made us all his biggest fans after we all watched Mirzapur 1, where he played Bablu Bhaiya, so we are aware of that. Harshvardhan Rane hasn't quite established himself in Bollywood, but he's a very good looking guy, and I think he's played a very good eye candy role in this film, according to me. And with ACP Abhijit, of course, we remember him in CID solving crimes, solving cases, and never backing off. He just had to find the murderer. So that was something we see in this film as well, but he is a police inspector, not exactly CID in his typical coat and pants. Now, the flaw in these films. As a concept of love, I feel our generation, so when I say our generation, I mean the millennials, Gen Z, and the coming generations have now become very woke, as they say on social media, the words we use. We have become very aware of a lot of things. So all the concepts and topics that were normalized in previous cinema, in the previous generations, in the previous cinema, is now not okay, especially in terms of love, in terms of showing a strong relationship, in terms of what is okay and not okay in a relationship, what should be tolerated and not tolerated in a relationship. That's why we see in recent times films like Kabir Singh, played by which had Shahid Kapoor and Kiara Advani, which had the original Telugu film Arjun Reddy, which had Vijay Deverakonda. These kind of films did prove to be quite critical in terms of the audience. They earned a lot of money, definitely, but a lot of people who were sensitive towards the concept of love and relationships did not like it at all. So I feel this movie can be in a lot of controversy and a lot of soup when it comes to showing relationships and love, at least as per my understanding. But all in all, I still feel that it was a very exciting and entertaining film with a new story, which Bollywood has not seen in a very long time, at least a successful one. But again, like I mentioned, the problems in the film when it comes to love, which is actually the crux and the core of this film, it can be quite problematic. That's why I said right in the beginning that the first half of the film had us all gripped to it, and we really enjoyed it. We had all the shades of laughter and a little sadness, a little kind of moments going around. But the second half of the film can be either loved a lot by people or absolutely despised. I don't think there's a midway, but I am that person who's literally in the midway of this, because I feel like it was a good attempt. Could it be better? Yes, definitely. Could some scenes be different? Yes. But again, they're showing a whole concept of love which is quite intense. Another thing is that if you do end up hating the characters for the things they're doing, that means they've actually done a very good job, because they've stayed true to the script, to the character. So kudos to them for that. Also, as far as the mysterious angles in this film go by, because again, it is a murder mystery. That's what they're trying to solve in the entire film. That how did Rishu die and who killed Rishu? So if we have that in our minds the whole time, then I think it makes for a very exciting story, because I think around the end, yes, you could figure out what actually went wrong, but it still keeps us very gripped and it keeps us very alive the whole film, because we all want to know what exactly happened. So in that way, I think it was quite successful. But I also feel it's one of those mystery films where towards the end, you're not like, oh my god, is that what happened? You're more like, oh, is that what happened? Right. So I think the answer to our mystery was quite cold in a way, like thanda thanda. So all in all, I just feel there'll be different types of audience. One audience reaction will definitely be that, oh my god, okay, it was exciting, it was something new, fine, we like it, we love it. The other side will be completely pissed off by the second half, because they do not want to see what they're going to see. So you make that call if you want to watch this film or not. That's all from me for today. Do like, subscribe and share my channel, and leave in the comments anything you want to see next, and stay tuned for my next reviews. फिलहाल हम चलते हैं.